Good morning, everyone. This next series that I'm doing, or this next row, I called it Visions because, well, I had a vision almost 5 years ago, and I didn't believe in visions or magic or any of that stuff, but now I am a big believer, and I'll go into detail about that here in a minute. But this video is it's just for anyone who's looking for some inspiration. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I've been through so far, and I'm just putting myself out there because I can, and I know it's going to help some people, and this is part of my journey, and if you can take anything away from this, and maybe it'll help you, great. But yeah, this is the next block in the series. If you guys don't do the series, by the way, you should, where you actually use Instagram what it's intended for via block or a row. You should actually look into that. Keeps you organized for people that have ADHD, like me. So anyways, almost 5 years ago, I moved back from the Midwest, and I wanted a change in my life, but I didn't know what exactly. I had been dancing my entire life, just never any structure. Never taken any dance lessons until age 25. First, it all started with salsa, and then country, and then shuffling, and now all kinds of things. It's just been an explosion. So, but, I didn't know I was going to get into raving and shuffling and going to festivals. It just all kind of like clicked, and it was crazy. And when I went to my first festival here in Arizona, it's called Global Dance. Met some amazing people there. I had a vision, and that vision, everything that I saw in that vision has come true till now. And now I get the opportunity to work with the biggest production company in Arizona, and I get to perform on stage again for Decadence Festival coming up here at the end of the year for New Year's. I don't think I've announced that yet, so there it is. I get to be on stage now, and I get to look out at all the people probably having visions just like I was, thinking the same thing, dreaming the same thing, And I have a feeling that, people always say this is just the beginning. I don't know. I think the beginning was 5 years ago for me. Like this is maybe just about the climax for me, I'd say. So much more to go, but come a long way so far, I used to have a really bad, I'm going to call it an addiction to video games. For like 20 years straight, ever since I was a child, like 5 years old. And I definitely suffered socially from it, but it kept me out of trouble. It kept me, definitely like introverted, but also I know I'm like ambivert, extroverted, ambivert, yeah, a little bit of both. But so one day I finally decided, I'm gonna pursue to be a dancer, and it was a big deal. I sold my TV. My roommate went with me to GameStop here in Arizona. Big deal. We sold my Xbox. Got rid of it. Got rid of every system, every console that I had. And I took that and I went and I bought a pair of shoes. It was like a pair of Vans or something. And I started dancing. Started getting into shuffling. Started posting my my practice or my sessions and my progress on Instagram. And originally it was, it was just to track my progress. And I didn't care about crews or communities until I found the community that was like, whoa, this is amazing. I didn't care about any of that stuff. I didn't care about festivals and all that. I just wanted to track my progress because I saw a few people on YouTube, like most of us, and I had some buddies that got me into it when I moved back from Arizona, or from the Midwest to Arizona. And once I found the community though here, like the Arizona Shufflers, I couldn't never make the meetups because I was always working. If you've talked to me, I've said this like 100 times, due to the schedule. So I linked up with another kid named Andrew, and we started our Tuesday meetups, all because I couldn't make the other meetups. Then we kind of went our own way. Then I started the Wednesday meetups, and here we are about 3.5 years later. Just about 3.5 years later, I've been throwing my own meetups under KA, my shuffle crew right here. Now it's become more like a community, but that's all good. Things happen, things change. And it's been an amazing ride. It's been so fun. And the fact that we, get to do this whenever we want, we got the freedom to do that. It's fun. But anyways, getting off track. Yeah, I had to put down the controller. I had to put down the thing that used to give me so much joy as a kid. And then microtransactions come along, if any of you know what those are. And more people are playing video games, and like you come home and you're like yelling at the TV, or you're like rage. And it's like, that's not an escape for me anymore. This is actually doing more harm than good. So I realized that, and I told myself, like I mentioned to you guys earlier, I wanted to change my life. So that's why I sold that stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. I see people in all walks of life in different communities like still play video games and all that, but like, you know what? Good for you. If you can have balance, which I do not. I have apparently a highly addictive personality, hence why I love to shuffle and dance so much and edit and film and do all the things. If you were to just put that stuff down and actually put your time and effort into something that would maybe make you some money, or maybe take you further in life, okay? Don't get me wrong. If I would have maybe started streaming 5 to 10 years ago, not even 10 years ago because it didn't exist, maybe 5 to 8 years ago, that, okay, sure, if you're making it, but look, otherwise it's just a waste of time, guys. Like you're wasting your time. To each their own, of course. But I'm just saying, look how far it got me. I put down the controller. I'm going into my 5th year of professional dance now, shuffling and being a dancer, taking lessons online, in person, building communities. And it got me up on stage. I tried out for the production company's tryouts here. I didn't know I would make it. Clearly someone thought I was good enough, right? Great. So I tried out, I made it, I got up on stage. I'm proud to say that I can be one of the first shufflers and dancers to have gone up on stage here in Arizona. That is so cool. I just paved the way for so many other people to come. And I get to do it again. I'm going to keep paving the way. Okay? Because why? I set down the controller. I set down one of the biggest distractions of my life, of my early childhood and adult life, to pursue something that I knew was going to, I didn't know it was going to take me this far. I just wanted to track my progress in the beginning, like I said, like we all do, right? And here we are, And I've learned a lot. I've been through every scam, every MLM you can think of, every con artist, and there's probably more to come, being on Instagram and social media, And this is your warning right now to all the newbies out there. Like, don't fall for that crap. Don't fall for the clickbait links. Don't fall for the, buy followers or repost your videos. And, you can just know there's consequences, because the deeper you get into this, the more dangerous things can get. And it can get very psychological and very dark, and it can twist you. And I've been through it all, okay? I spent a decade on this app. It's almost like I never left the video game world. And I'm slowly kind of working to get off the gram kind of by the end of the year. But what it is balance. You just got to have balance. But, when you run like 4 or 5 apps, or pages, I should say, when you're in charge of things, it's kind of hard to do that. But it's okay. I'm taking the steps and the means to do that, because it's important for mental health. So, but I just wanted to hop on here, and this is the next the next block in the story, or in the next what do you call it? The row, I should say. But yeah, I just want to say, like, don't give up, whatever you're doing, lessen your distractions. If it's posting on IG, that's fine, do it for you. Remember your why. I've forgotten my why many times, and, I come back to it and I remember it. I'm like, oh my God, that's why I started. I wish I wouldn't have forgotten, So that happens, but, just stay on track as best you can, inch by inch, percent by percent every day. One of my biggest, one of my favorite quotes is like, a little every day, or, a little goes a long way, 1% every day, or 0.001% every day, and add that up after 5 years, and then look where you're at, But, if I can do it, you can do it. And by the way, I started at 25 and I'm age 30 now. So no excuses. No excuses. Anybody can get into this. And for anybody that says, oh, shuffling's easy. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me see you enter a battle, and let me see you do everything that I've done. And, yeah, it's all muscle memory. So is every other dance. You got to learn it. You got to take the time to learn it. Excuse me. You got to take the time to learn it. Okay. Shuffling was my gateway into the dance world. And it doesn't matter if you think it's an easy dance. It's led me to other dances, and now I'm blending and learning other dances and putting it all together, which is, I think it's amazing. So to those that say that, yeah, it may be an easy dance, that doesn't matter. It helped that person learn those steps, and then basically like free themselves of the matrix. Okay, so like I was saying, shuffling was my gateway to the dance world. Although I had taken some lessons on a couple of other dances prior, this one just really sent me through the roof, because EDM, electronic dance music, it speaks for itself. It's amazing, All of you out there, it's amazing, Before I got into EDM, it was like living in old times. Turn on the radio, you hear Red Hot Chili Peppers from when I was a kid. Not hating on Red Hot Chili Peppers, but like, it was the same old music over and over and over on the mainstream radio that plays the same stuff over and over and over. Once you tap into EDM and all the subgenres, or genres and subgenres that it has, you're free. You're sailing. There's so much to choose from. It's ridiculous. And of course, there's other types of music out there too, but you get to dance to this stuff. And you can dance to other stuff too, but this is just my cup of tea. So that's pretty much everything I want to say for now. I could talk all day about this stuff. I probably will more in the future. Trying to get more comfortable talking on this. It's just all in our head, guys. It's all in our head. So, yeah, that being said, for those of you that are struggling out there, I am struggling too. After my bank hit zero, kind of lost track. I don't know how many times I've hit zero now. And don't think just because you know, maybe I go and record a nice video or a nice area or wherever that, oh man, he must have money. Oh God, you're far from it. Okay, yeah, I'm broke as a joke, but I'm happy. And I left my job in 2019 from the airport to pursue this. I would rather be a starving artist, which realistically not all starving artists have to starve. But I understand that now, is because it's when you put all your time into it. Yeah, that's you're starving. You know, you're starving for a way out, for a chance. You know, but that's besides the point. You know, I left the airport. One was that industry is not for me. I'm an artist. Okay, I am meant to work with kids and help people and connect people, start communities, bring people together, and make people happy, make people, you know, feeling positive about their lives. Okay, so I left that airport. You know, I literally, I saw myself doing that in the vision, whether you want to believe that or not. I didn't, and then it happened. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm following this path. I'm going to see if the rest of the vision comes true. And guess what? It is. So left the airport and went on my little big festival spree in 2019. Met a lot of great people, made a lot of great connections. You know, thank you guys all for being a part of my journey thus far, for the ones that I met. And you know, guess what happened? Guess what happened in 2020? Everything shut down. I'm so glad that I went and lived my life in 2019. I'm glad I bought that super expensive camping EDC pass, which had AC in the tent. Was it worth it going solo dolo status? Yes, it was. I knew what I was getting into, and I knew I was gonna, you know, throw a lot of money at the festival, which it's kind of hard not to throw money at that festival. I saved up for it. I saved. I worked hard for that. I worked hard. And I went and I did it. And saw and experienced EDC and witnessed everything for what it was, and went to like 8 other festivals that year. It was amazing. At the time of my life, I was living. And you know, I'm living now. But you know, things have definitely slowed down because of the, you know, the shutdown. But things are bouncing back a little bit, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what the rest of this year holds. And we'll see what the Matrix has in store for us. Just gotta stay strong. Gotta stay, you know, gotta stay grinding. Can't just give up your vision and your dreams just because the world seems like it's ending. Nope. You know, I've had to do a lot of learning and unlearning, and finding different ways to make money just to keep myself, you know, afloat, so I can keep pursuing my passion and posting on this free social media business app, because I'm just tracking my progress at the end of the day. I'm not doing it for anybody else. I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me. And I'm going to keep doing it until end of the year-ish, because I'm trying to phase it out a little bit and move towards YouTube, which, by the way, I have a channel on YouTube. self-promoting right now. It's okay to do that. If you want to follow me on my YouTube, go ahead. It's called Empower Melbourne Shuffle. If you want to learn how to shuffle, I've posted tutorials on there, which you can learn. Very detailed, very specific, very methodical. You can check it out. Yeah, like I said, I could talk all day. This is just the next chip in the series, if you will. I'm making this post. Why? Because I can, but I know it's going to help a lot of people. And if you're watching it and you're thinking otherwise, well, then that's too bad, boss. I don't care what anyone else thinks. Okay, this is my journey. This is my story. And I am choosing to be selfless and post this because I know it will help. It'll help others along their journey, along their path. So that's really about it, guys. You know, I went into this doing one take. I had one little edit there. I had to fix that little part. But yeah, just one take, just rolling off the top of my head. These are my thoughts, you know. So this is my vision, and the vision is not over. There is more that has yet to happen that I've seen, and that I'm working very hard every day. Here we go again. You know, there's a reason why I've given up so many weekends. It's because I knew that if I want to get to this point, it'll happen, but I got to give up these weekends. I've given up precisely over like 150 plus weekends. You know, do the math. That's a lot. That's a lot. When you can go out and have fun on the weekends. Instead, I'd rather choose to level up my craft, level up my skills, you know, as a human, the human experience, whatever you want to call this, my dance and everything. You know, I gave up so many weekends to get to where I am now, and that's part of it. You got to work hard. You gotta make some sacrifices. So yeah, that's really it. I'm gonna keep talking. So this is it. The next post will be a video, and then that'll be it for this week. So if you're watching this, you know, thank you for making it through the almost 20-minute video. Yikes! But hey, you know what? It's a good talk. Good talk. So that's it for now, and I will see you guys soon. Any of those of you are going to dream state, we're going to lose our minds and we're going to transcend. It's going to be amazing. So I'll see you guys there. No matter what's happening in the world right now, I don't give a rat's behind. I don't care. Just keep pushing, keep grinding. No matter what's happening, you gotta complete and work on the story of you every day. Okay. All right. That's it. I'll see you guys later. Peace.